breeze out of the northwest. Track tip.
Woo!
Look at him. That don't get the hair raised up on your arm. You're not alive, buddy.
Well, this feels like a big event. These grandstands are packed, and the energy in this racetrack all weekend.
Look at those cars, how colorful they look.
Makes me excited to get this one started.
Remember the start-finish line, not at the center of the trioval, but down toward turn one. How about that packed house? As the drone drops down to ride toward the start-finish line with 39.
Green flag!
Green flag.
Woo!
These guys have not had one lap of practice.
Oh gosh.
First time they've heard their spotters in their ear is right now.
Well, they have a lot of responsibility right now, and that's, you know, get yourself the track position. The guys in the front, you're going to see exactly
I really
what
want
you saw
Sprung's
right there.
food.
That block right up into that outside line. You're going to see the manufacturers try to get themselves together and start implementing the strategy that they've all worked on for a whole week.
Well, I think that's what you're seeing right here at the front. Where you're going to go, you're going to get
I'm
single
pointing to
file.
she
But
says.
those guys riding in the back, talking about Chase Elliott and company. Clear back there in 30th. They're going to try to make some moves early, get this three wide going on, and make some headway.
Cole Custer on the outside leading that group. Now gets a little help as Josh Berry jumps out.
Josh Berry to the outside, 3 wide, already 3 wide. Look at this.
Smith, who yesterday won his first career pole, and he leads the first.
Logano to the outside.
You see Joey Logano pop up right in front of Josh Berry there to put another Ford on that outside.
3 by 3. It's only lap 2.
As possible. You want to save the fuel. You want to keep your track position. You want to do everything all at once, and that sometimes can be a hard thing to balance.
Guys, it's only lap 2. Take it easy.
It didn't surprise me. Logano pulled out a lineup in front of Josh Berry in the Wood Brothers car. Basically, teammates in Penske. If you're going to pick a car, he told us in the pre-race, Kevin, he wants a teammate behind him. That's exactly what he has.
Four leading the outside and the center. Chevrolet on the bottom. That's Austin Dillon trying to take the lead down on the inside, but 3 by 3. Here they come.
They have
Didn't take away the confidence in the machine, did it?
Now, and as this day goes on, Clint, this will become more and more aggressive, and you'll see the pushing and everything that is happening become more intense. So as you see that fourth lane start to form up on the outside.
Big Z or is not?
I think it was Dave Hamlin.
It's not. Oh, they have it,
Right
okay.
there on the outside seat in 11 car.
Good.
Here he comes.
I want a little from here. In the commercial.
Look at that.
What do you want?
Submarines.com.
I guess I'll get the penny vodka.
11 onboard cameras in today's race.
Oh my God! Look at this!
Wow.
Wow! 4 wide, 4 by 4.
To those corners, that's where you have to be
No! Jesus!
Listen to that spot.
Oh gosh, no!
Uh-oh.
Well, that patience is really
What the heck?
You see in that outside lane, you've
What
got
are they doing?
lined up, and Joey
Get
Logano.
on
Oh shit! Oh my God!
Lane from the bottom, Michael McDowell is rocketed forward in that blue car from 14th starting spot. He's known as a very aggressive driver on these drafting tracks. He lost the lead in that 71.
And I'll tell you who's right behind him all the way back. I looked over. Who's the biggest mover? It's Stenhouse all the way to the back. He was on 17 positions in that very line. Right there, I think he's 4th or 5th in line. These are those opportunities. If you didn't have the track position, you could pounce on it early, but you have to be careful.
Whoa!
Bounce back bumper right here. You see Brad Keselowski come up and get that back bumper, a little bit of a bump right there, trying to push that car forward, and that's really the strategy.
Oh my gosh!
He's really responsible for how fast that line.
What the heck?
How many times he can hit the back bumper of that first place.
1 minute 20 wide.
Looked at a lot of tape of racing here over the past years. They run 2 wide. Some years they run 3 wide. Why do we run 4 wide here?
Well, right now we're running 4 wide because of the conservation efforts that they have with the fuel. So there's a lot of strategy and things that fall into play with the pace that they run. So they're able to run 4 wide, and right now some of the guys at the front, as they get shuffled, there will be an opportunity for these guys further back to push their way forward.
All right, Joey Logano, the leader, as they come through the tri-oval. Here's Larry McReynolds with today's race strategies. sponsored by Keystone Light.
Mike, we will have green flag stops. You have to coordinate green flag stops with teammates, even other teams. You have to have partners and stay
My
together.
feelings like this the whole time, man.
Oh my gosh, imagine.
Stops, probably fuel only, and you want to fill that race car with fuel every chance you get. This is the biggest one right here. Know when to,
Side by
when
side.
not to,
Yeah.
where to, and where not to, push or block. It can lead to the big one, and guys, the big one can be right over there at turn 3 at that bump at the end of the back straightaway.
I disagree. I think the big okay, that's one place. It can be anywhere.
Yeah, well, that bump that Larry is talking about is the crossover tunnel. There's one underneath the racetrack, and they drive over the top. And yesterday in qualifying, you could really see.
I can't believe
Start
this.
to see a little bit more pushing and shoving up in the front.
McDowell leads the cover of racing, but I promise you, there's nobody in any production truck in
All right.
America that has more passion for auto racing and for his craft.
All right.
Yeah,
10 laps to go. Stage 1.
maybe
Yeah.
1 or 2 NASCAR races that I can remember, maybe, didn't have him directing. Either every other one, whether I was watching or racing,
10 laps to go.
or now in the booth, he was the director of.
Well, we're ready to restart. Chris Buescher,
Hey.
Ryan Preece, 2 Fords up front. Christopher Bell up on the outside of the front row.
Yeah.
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 Come on, Bell.
9 laps to go in stage 1.
We want to see him go down and out.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. These guys know that they want to gather as many points as possible in this stage in case something happens in the next stage or at the end of the race.
Whoa!
Oh, trouble! Christopher Bell! Oh my God!
Oh, shoot.
Hit.
Oh man, Bell.
That was right
Oh,
there in the
Bill.
front. He had Hamlin, his teammate, pushing hard on the outside on the exit of turn 2. Let's see what happens here.
Christopher Bell on the radio says, "I'm okay." And
Okay.
drops the window net to show that to the AMR safety crew that's quickly on the scene.
It's all good. Get next one.
Saw 2 cars heavily involved there, but Bell just had a hard hit, much like Connor Zilich's in
God.
yesterday's Xfinity Series race. That's for Blaney this year. Most not of his doing. We're going to restart.
5 to go. Stage 1.
5 to go.
5 to go.
Hamlin up on the outside of the front row. Bubba Wallace to the inside as we go back to green.
How about Cody Ware up there in the 51 car in the bottom second row?
4 to go.
4 to go.
Well, we saw last time we didn't make it off in turn 2 when these guys started pushing and shoving right here, and you're gonna see that all over again.
What you see is a kind of a mix-up of the manufacturers. There's nobody with, necessarily the right help that they're looking for behind them. Just gonna have to make do with what you got.
That's a Toyota and a Ford on the outside with Hamlin and Preece, and a Toyota Ford on the inside with Wallace and Ware. I saw on Reddit this morning somebody had done a Talladega bingo card, and Cody Ware's name was in position. That's pretty funny.
No, she
I'm not
won't.
sure how many of those scores are
But
covered here in
she shouldn't be going to these things. There's never any food.
Hamlin on point. 7 to 3 to go.
She goes to these bingo places, but there's no food.
Good help behind them. You see what
3 to go.
on the inside, he owns that car. Be interested to see what he does if they catch him down the backstretch. Which line does he stay with, Kevin?
Well, and a lot of times what will happen on these restarts, it'll take them a lap or 2 to kind of get everything pushed back together with all that energy. And as we get towards the last lap of this stage, you'll really start to see guys pop out of line like we saw Chase Elliott right there. Didn't get any help right there on the back straightaway. Looked like Ty Gibbs was behind him and left him in the outside row.
Bubba's catching that front row. Here he comes on the inside. What's Denny Hamlin do? That's going to be the choice here.
Haley's number 7 and Gibbs 54 in position to get that final stage point. 10 points to the winner and a playoff point.
He's got good help behind him. I'm seeing
2 to go. Stage 1.
2 to go.
Well, and those guys right behind him want Denny Hamlin, and they also, right where he is, and they want to have the possible option of going down. Now you see Bubba Wallace be able to make that gap up, and it kind of blocks that momentum or that option for Ryan Preece to take the momentum to cut down to that bottom lane and make that pass.
Here you see Hamlin move right down in front of Bubba Wallace. Slow that momentum down. How about Stenhouse on the outside? A lot of energy.
Oh man, look at this.
Preece Herbst in the middle.
Oh boy.
Wallace, Ware, Reddick on the bottom. Stenhouse pokes out front on the top.
Oh, the Chevrolets. Look at that. 4 Chevrolets on that outside. Pushed in-house right to the lead. Here comes 3.
Why haven't you Kyle Busch?
Chevrolet teammates.
He got spun out.
Outside. Here Larson comes.
White flag, 1 lap to go for stage 1. 3 wide for second place.
On the high side. 1 to go to the end of stage 1. Bubba's out quite a bit.
Oh!
He missed it. Whoa, Kevin.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that was close.
The car there, Tyler Reddick getting to the back of the 51 and almost had the same wreck that we had off of turn 2 with Christopher Bell.
That was as close to the big ones it gets.
Bubba Wallace got too far out in front of Cody.
Larson to the lead.
Well, he missed that block on the outside was the biggest one.
And you see that bottom lane making.
Who's going to win stage 1? Here comes
Bubba Wallace getting
Bubba Wallace.
Kyle Larson up top, who has never won at Talladega, turning on the stage. Winning.
Wallace and Larson side by side.
Well, you know he's tired of hearing
Whoa.
that stat and wants to end that today.
It's it again. He got to be careful with them blocks. It was too late again. That's 2 in a row.
Larson.
Here they come to the checker flag. Who's going to win stage number 1?
Larson.
Larson. No. William Byron. Larson. Larson. What a race. All right.
Kyle Larson. Watching William Byron from the Valvoline cam. Here's his radio.
10 minutes away. Green flag, stage 2.
Good for that.
Yeah.
9 minutes away.
I'll tell you what, Kevin. Start the stage 2 right here. Boy, the front of this pack sure has changed.
It really has. It's been quite the vicissitude for Kyle Larson. He won that stage, got a speeding penalty all the way to the back of the pack, and now you see these guys up front. William Byron.
Yeah, so they're probably coming in 450 and change it by 9 minutes.
Yep.
Definitely a different look for sure.
Well, you just have a slew of 4 starting. And now it's really a mixed bag up here.
And that's what happens in a lot of these races. When the wrecks start happening, the strategy starts getting mixed up. You have guys that get penalties and different things starting to happen. All of a sudden, those plans start to go out the window, and you have to start developing a new plan. Sure, if those cars come back together and you can get Fords hooked up, then it will be better to work with your teammates. But right now, it's pretty mixed up.
When you're talking about Fords hooking up, look at this guy right here, Joey Logano pushing Chastain all the way to the front. Power move. Here they come, baby.
Both Trackhouse cars up at the front, but Suarez is down in the bottom lane, and Chastain is way up top. No way they can get to each other to help.
3 wide.
3 wide.
All right, 6 to go. Stage 2.
And you see Hocevar's hands right there. You can see when that 45 car gets attached to that back bumper from the driver's seat. You just want to try to feel that car and anticipate with the steering wheel the way that the car is being pushed from behind with that new momentum. So as a driver, you kind of have to guide that missile with that car being pushed.
You're holding on. And you heard Tyler.
5 to go. Stage 2.
Too far out. Because that's when you lose the energy of the pack and things break up and you get overhauled.
Yeah, when we first went to that camera shot, you could hear him lift out of the throttle. So you actually manage that. You don't want to pull away. You slow yourself down to keep your car closer to that car behind you. That second place and third place car really dictate how fast that line will go by how much that second place car can push and keeping that gap consistent.
Well, obviously, looking at the green
Yeah.
flag pit stops and the performance within, I mean, Joey Logano first and first, but some of those other cars, I think it was Haley gained a lot of positions on pit road from that exchange.
And most of the big gainers were Fords up into the top 10. Through those
He's Byron's high on the outside. Almost looks like he's got a problem here. He was wiggling the car.
Well, we heard him talk about steering issues earlier, so maybe that has reared its head.
4 to go.
Clint, you called it. All those that you just saw there back at the front, it's the ones that pitted in that big pack late. Yeah, and I heard Kevin tell me in the Ford meetings, we needed about 10 cars. I just didn't see that with those first 2 packs, about 6, 7, and then when they came off the pit road, they weren't together whatsoever. That bigger pack, when I saw that, I'm like, that big pack's going to pounce on them.
That's a pretty car.
Might it just be a decision to
Oh!
get out of town? We've still got a whole stage to run and the race to win. Maybe for him Stage points, just not that important.
Maybe, and I think some of that could be trying to get a fast lap too.
Jamie?
Jamie Gillen intended to field that bigger group that included
3 to go.
teammates, but he was on the top side. Couldn't get down in time, so he came in a lap later. Now the team has shifted. His pit crew is on the wall there, bringing him down right there. Hits his mark, stops in the bottom. He's going to take 4 tires here. You see the tear off? They'll top him off with fuel right there. That makes him stay out of the stage.
I know, me too.
Right there, Jamie. That's
Yeah.
what you're looking for. Flopping the stage.
Yeah, and these guys are pitting right towards the end of the stage, thinking that they won't get lapped.
Well, there's also Riley Herbst, and it's also Ty Gibbs, and with him, Chase Briscoe, 4 of the 8 Toyota.
And that's why they're not going to get lapped.
Well, and we always see what's that new strategy going to be, and now we've seen these guys all pit together to try to flip the
2 to
stage
go.
and put themselves in a position to not have to pit when this stage ends.
Here we go. It is ending, Kevin. It's right here.
Bubba Wallace topside in a Toyota. Joey Logano on the bottom in a Ford, but Logano's teammate Austin Cindric is second on the outside, so no help to Logano there. Carson Hocevar is up there. Tyler Reddick.
Oh, contact door banging.
He got loose off the bumper of Cindric out on the side of Logano. Talking about Bubba Wallace.
Yeah, and that's right in that section on the back straightaway over those bumps going into turn 3.
Josh Berry in the mix. Todd Gilliland on the bottom.
I like that. Josh Berry and Cindric. Those are 2 Penske cars there. Their teammate Logano
Oh,
on
I
the
like that
inside.
car.
Yeah, it's pretty, yeah.
23-11.
White flag, 1 lap to go. Stage 2.
Another 1 to go.
Last lap, stage 2. Who's going to get the stage win, the playoff point, and the 10
Come on, 27.
points?
Yeah.
This energy is going to be 2-3 cars back in those lines. Who can get that best energy, and then who's going to pull out? Who wants to take the chance first?
Needs the Chevy with a big run on the outside.
Ford and Chevy on the bottom, Toyota and Ford in the middle row. The top row, not a factor right now.
And a lot of times what will happen right here, they'll wait till they get about halfway to pit road and the exit of turn 4 before somebody starts to make a move.
Bubba Wallace moved down to the bottom, blocking the bottom lane. Momentum will come on the outside. Here comes Cindric.
Who's going to win it? Here comes stage 2. Checker flag.
Cindric had to lift.
Yes.
Bubba Wallace
Drops all the way to the bottom. Here
wins stage number 2. Bubba Wallace. Stage 3.
Lines up 8 for the restart. It'll be 62 laps to go. And they're on the gas as Briscoe.
Woo! Woo. Yeah, stage 3.
Well, we see those Toyotas up in the front right now. They pulled a great strategy at the end of that stage to put themselves in a position to take this track position. And you see Chase Briscoe come down in front of Ty Gibbs right there. Leaves Riley Herbst up on the top lane in front of Kyle Larson.
Oh, they're in here. In here, on the right hand side.
This concert?
Yep, on the right. Should be a stop and shop bag.
More Chevrolets, and then the Fords of Gregson, Smith, and the Chevy of Chase
we're going down.
After the luck,
Yeah.
we talk about this.
Nice, dude.
Brad Keselowski saying 50% luck and even finishing these things. After the luck that 60 car's had, Ryan Preece on super speedways for him
Like Rossi.
to get back up there and put himself in position again, you can't help but to root for him. He has been beaten back on the racetracks.
Yep.
On the inside, Ford in front of Chevrolet. On the outside, Ford in front of Chevrolet. Neither of those Chevys.
Oh, Larson.
Either one of those 2 Fords, so where are they going to go?
Well, that third place forward on the bottom of Joey Logano, he's in a position to still help his teammate
4 to go.
Austin Cindric,
4 to go.
by pushing that 5 car, keeping that gap close. But the outside lane is doing better right now, and really what William Byron wants to do is push that 60 car out there as far as he can to try to give himself a gap to get down into that bottom lane and make that pass for the lead.
Or to utilize, push him out there, back it up a little bit, utilize that push from his teammate Bowman behind you.
Read them
Gives
up.
you those opportunities, options.
I want to see a photo finish.
William Byron when he pushed Ryan Preece out there that last lap, he was hoping that he would move to the bottom lane and cycle himself back to the front.
Josh?
Race for William Byron. He had steering issues in stage 1 and 2. They went under the hood during the break in stage
3 laps to go, side by side.
Second in that top line. And remember, 4 straight top 10s here at Talladega for William Byron, the longest active streak, but he wants that win, guys.
Well, to do it, he's going to have to get around the outside because Cindric and Priest are controlling the pace of the race. Neither one of them getting far in front of the other, enough for one of those Chevrolets to slip past. 32 times. The race at Talladega has been decided by a last lap.
Oh my God!
And this is why these people come in droves to Talladega. They're on their feet, guys.
Oh my God! They're dead even with 2 to go.
The moves. Who's going to make them, and when are they going to do it?
And right now it becomes really hard, and when you're the leader, then things start to speed up right here because everybody.
2 laps to go. They're side by side.
Fords up front. Chevys in row 2. A Ford and a Chevy in each of rows 3, 4, and 5. 2 to go.
We have seen these front 2 cars take each other out before. It's going to be blocks. It's going to be pushing, side drafting, all the things in between.
Oh my God!
And it's because of the energy they have behind them.
And by the time you get to the trial on the last lap, you have no friends. It's
Please,
every
please
man
keep
for
it green.
Well, and the big problem comes over these bumps going into turn 3 as these guys get super aggressive on this last lap. That's
Keep it
where a lot of
clean.
the problems
Yeah,
happen.
keep it clean.
They start to bounce up and down, and they're trying to push.
All right,
White
so
flag is in the air.
that keeps the Chevrolets at bay. They're still 2 wide.
Oh, 3 wide.
3 wide. 2 wide. Here they come. White flag in the air. It's Reddick. I mean, Cindric and Priest side by side. Larson's got.
If that caution comes out, the race is over.
Larson's got Cindric.
Zane Smith
Oh, 3 wide. Byron and come on. Byron's got Priest. Larson's got Cindric. Side by side. You're dead even. Who's gonna win it?
Chevy and a Ford 2 rows back.
Larson's pushing Cindric.
Trying to get that number 2 out of the way so he can make a move. Who's gonna-
Byron's pushing.
It's the gas.
Priest. Photo finish. Who's gonna win it?
Slow down. He's
Side by side.
And there's those lap cars.
Dead even.
That should help that bottom
Who's gonna win it, Sal?
You know what?
Oh,
Trial the final time.
checker flag. Door to door.
First 2 rows. Cindric, Priest.
Photo finish.
Oh.
Cindric. I like Cindric and it's because
Who won?
Oh.
he had the upper hand.
Please.
The cards are
No.
Cindric.
Cindric.
Let's see.
I think please, but I think so.
move forward.
Let's see.
Here it is, the run to the line behind those lap cars,
No.
and it is
Number
Austin
2.
Cindric.
Austin Cindric.
Beating
Yeah.
Ryan Priest by about 3 feet for his
That was fun.
victory in his 125th start.
He's good at it. He puts himself in position at the end of these races. Finally capitalized on it. Great job, Austin Cindric. He beat Ryan.